There was this really popular thread on the Instagram marketing subreddit yesterday. It's called I made $432,483.50 from social media marketing from September 2022 to September 2024. Ask me anything. And the person puts in some detail, which I'm going to read to you. And the comment section is fire. This guy is just sharing so much great stuff. And I went through all of the comments and cherry-picked out the best ones. And that's what I got for you on this episode of the podcast. Peter Levels just tweeted out, and I love this. So much internet money everywhere now. You just have to grab it. So $432,000. For some people, that's not a lot of internet money. And for others, that would be life-changing. That would give people the financial freedom that they need in different places of the world to do what they want and to pursue their passions more freely. And this person who made this post, he's on an upwards trajectory. So I think this is a nice story. This is a nice win. That's what I got for you. Here it goes. The post starts. Wish I could add this screenshot I just took from Shopify, but oh well. He later does add it. So if you're watching on YouTube, I'll share the screenshot here. But oh well. Like the title states, I made $430,000 the past 2 years from my Instagram mainly. That doesn't include money from plays or gifts or anything direct from Meta. Those numbers alone are around $20,000. Last month's payment from Facebook was $1,100. I do this thing where I look back and see the trends from my social media to my stores and like to reflect on the progress I made. I'm in the urban farming niche, and while views have been nice, the ultimate goal is to be fully monetized. For those that are building an audience, pay attention to comments. There's money to be made from your following, and as long as you're doing it properly and ethically, you'll see year-over-year growth. I like to network. If you're building up a page and looking to monetize it for yourself, but you don't know how, I'd love to check your page out and help you narrow down a niche. Viral content pays in many more ways than just view count. Collecting emails, contacts, and in general commanding attention can equate to real paydays. That's his post. Now we get to the comments. The top comment is, kindly provide operational details. This subreddit is full of high level, so I generally and vaguely did this. And the guy gives the sauce, he gives the details. He said, operational details, nothing vague about it. I'm in a niche and produce content around it. After a bit of time and seeing the demand for good seeds, it was only common sense to make that connection. So people in his comments are asking for good seeds. I spent about $30,000 setting up all of my sourcing, and during the meantime, the views generated traffic to my Shopify. I have 3 employees, not including myself, but I also own and operate an urban farm. That is how I produce my content. And I started in a small shed. Somebody asked, do you direct viewers to a physical or digital product or both? The guy responds, this is the best question I got on this thread. Asking for the sauce. Okay, for new people just watching, they get pushed to the free ebook. In the ebook, I got general info, links to my YouTube videos, links to my store, and other affiliate links. I call it a quote-unquote free business plan. Those people either use the links or don't. I also have a paid community that drives traffic back to my seed store. I guess in short, it depends on how new the follower is and if they are in the funnel at all. I have both physical products and digital products. I do capture emails and I retarget via email too. And somebody asked, are you Epic Gardening? And the guy goes, nowhere near the size. That is a $100 million company now, soon though. Epic Gardening did an interview on the My First Million podcast. Really good interview. Would totally recommend that. When I read this guy saying that he had 3 employees, but was making $430,000 over the course of 2 years, I started wondering, well, what are the profits? And somebody else wondered that and said, so $430,000 revenue, 3 employees. So your profit is what, like $50,000? And the guy said 2 full-time, 1 part-time, running 2 businesses. So you only see the online side. The grow operation is local sales, so add another $130,000 a year to the profits. But good try. It's a nice comment. He was asked about managing his own social media or if he would hire somebody. And he said, I've always had sole access to my social media, something that I've thought about myself. Doesn't mean I wouldn't do it at some point, but I think it's interesting that he's not doing it. He gives a lot of advice in the comments to different creators who are looking to monetize, but who don't know how to monetize. And I picked out the best comments, the best ones. And I have 5 of them for you. So this one guy, he says, I'm a photographer that traveled the world. I'm torn between selling prints to taking photos of people. What's your perspective on the photography niche that could pay out? And that guy's Instagram is @Carpathian-Photographer. So the original poster of this Reddit thread, he gives his monetization advice. He says, honest opinion, sell reviews on equipment, sell your presets, sell an editing tool or tutorial, etc. You could sell prints, but you would make more money selling education, how to set up the perfect shot, etc. Here's another one. This guy goes, greetings, appreciate the positive vibes. If you happen to have any juice left, here's my profile. I sell prints, but would like to do other things. My Instagram is Marcel_Chenier, Chenier, and my website is marcelchenier.com. This guy, I looked at it, he makes really impressive Star Wars paintings, but from the original 6 films before Lucasfilm was acquired. And he makes art on that. And so the original poster, the guy with the $430,000 seed business, well, I guess you add the extra $130,000 to that, so $560,000. But he comments, he said, yo, first off, killer job on the Darth Maul piece. Wow. I actually see this a lot where really, really talented artists lack that pop on social media. Social media is a massive resource for people like us that produce something. I'd be willing to bet a lot of your income comes from shows and word of mouth rather than social media. There was a video I just watched that talked about your ultra-fine Japanese pen. If you're trying to drive traffic, check out some trending videos and spinning it towards the cost of the pen and the art it produces. So saying monetize by selling equipment. Another guy, he has a faceless account and he says, would love to figure out how to monetize my account. It's faceless. Do you have any thoughts? And so faceless means there's no individual person behind the brand. But the guy took a look and he said, taking a really fast look and reading some of your comments, you should at minimum offer an improve your relationship ebook. The guy's handle is single in Los Angeles. So he says, offer an improve your relationship ebook. The ebook could be part of a series. Think 10 ways to drop subtle hints or 10 things that make them fall in love, etc., etc. Relationships is the niche you've fallen into. The ebook should be free, but you can link various affordable gifts for him or her, or our week a compatible test. There's always paid products you can tie back into your follow. I like this one. So there's another account. This guy, his account is diffusion_digest. And he says, my niche is AI art. Let me know your thoughts. And this guy responds and he says, you're sleeping hard on a lot of potential. At first reading this, I thought, hell nah. Looking at your profile, you need to be the face of it, explaining the benefits and concerns, the bad and the good approach. You will get so many AI brand deals. And it's true. There are so many AI companies who want to pay creators on TikTok and Instagram. There's so many. I see that myself. I ignore all of them. Like I said, I don't do brand deals. But every day I get 2 to 5 requests, and a lot of them are AI companies. I don't think the AI space is oversaturated yet for creators, for somebody who is savvy. Here's the last monetization comment. So somebody asked, how does Facebook pay you? I've never heard of somebody being paid by Facebook. And he shares a screenshot. I'm sharing it now on YouTube. The guy goes, they pay me via PayPal. This is for views. And if you're listening, it's a screenshot of $1,000 paid from Facebook. And it was earned from the period of June 1st to June 30th, 2024. And he said there's also a program for subscribers, gifts, ads, etc. Speaking of ads, I thought there were a few interesting comments on ads, on advertising from this thread. Somebody asked the real question is, what does your marketing look like? What converts your views into clients? And how much do you spend on paid/sponsored ads? The guy goes, I spent less than $2,000. But the last 6 months, I've spent $0. Good organic content, a free digital product. That product allows me to upsell, cross-sell, and capture emails. Somebody asked, where did you buy ads? Are Twitter ads worth it? The guy repeats, I run very little ads, YouTube mainly. I might open Twitter 1 time a month, so I'm completely ignorant. He doesn't know. And in another comment, he repeats that he spent $2,000 only in the last 2 years on paid advertising just because he has seen so much more success from organic reach. But there was this one comment, and he's spot on with this. Gary Vaynerchuk, his newest book, is literally entirely about this. So the guy is asked, I could definitely use some advice. Currently, I've been trying to build an e-commerce brand centered around drinking games. I would love to hear your advice. Also, I know that we need to post more about the game. I've been working on influencer marketing. My TikTok is the booze board. And this guy goes, I think you're pretty spot on. As far as the content you've been pumping out, is it driving traffic to the store? Once the user-generated content videos start rolling out, you'll be able to use those and scale via ads when one hits. So basically, the concept is, a very common concept, is take your best performing post that sells your product and use that as an ad. Gary Vaynerchuk's whole most recent book is about this. The guy continues, in the meantime, I think in general, you're doing great with getting traffic onto the social media pages. The pinned TikTok videos, put those onto Instagram and see what happens. It's crazy that people are still sleeping on Instagram because Instagram is, in my opinion, the best social media. It's just amazing. It's been amazing for me. It's been amazing for so many of my friends, especially Instagram Reels. And I have two more comments for you, and these are both very short. This one is about going from a faceless account where you don't show your face to a faceless account. And somebody asks, how did you get past the original phase, quote unquote, cringe valley, and build a following? Do you show your face? The guy said, absolutely show your face. It's only cringe to yourself. I promise you this. People you don't know will support you more than some of your own blood relatives. It's true. Show your face. And in everything that I do, my face is a brand. I put my face in every video that I make. Even if it's not completely relevant, I will find a way to get my face in there because I believe that my face is the brand. And also, people like buying from other people. I am a huge proponent of showing your face. Final comment. I personally really like this one. The person asks a very simple question. Do you have any tips for beginners? And the guy who wrote the thread, he said, everything is content. If you are in a space that can be monetized, film, film, film. 75% of my videos are B-roll. I thought that was a great comment and something personally I should be doing more. Just film, 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 so I have more B-roll. Overall, I love this thread. I'll link to it in the description for this episode. I made $432,000, $483.50 from social media marketing. Can't forget the other $130,000 that he said in the comments. And that was all for this thread and this episode of The Edward Show. This is episode 434 of my daily digital marketing podcast. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye now.